Hey, writing our appreciation and gratitude in today's show. Happy Wacky Wednesday. It is Wake Up, the last day of the month. Yeah, I messed up that song, right? Okay, you'll get me tomorrow. And it is the 31st by January. I know that I'm going to be looking at some of my intentions for January and see what's missing and go ahead and explore them. So I'm excited, looking forward to that. Thank you for joining us. The weatherman slash co-star, shout out to Grace, who only appears and watches the show when Mr. Zito is on. So we got to wake up to where the real stars are. So that is definitely Senor Zito. Thank you for joining me. He'll be joining us soon. Unfortunately, he was not going to be able to listen to some of the dad jokes I have for you guys today. Let me know where you're joining from. Okay, maybe he could hear it from afar. We'll see. Jimmy, if you can hear me, why do ghosts stay in shape? What kind of membership? What kind of gym membership these ghosts have? No, anything from far away? Exercise. Ba-da-boom. Yay. Yes, I have to celebrate myself in this one. It is Wacky Wednesday. I do have a photo joke that I want the weatherman to come really soon before he heads out in the weathermobile. Okay, let's see. Let's do the other one out here. Why did the coach put the frog in the outfield? Oh, did I mention any Ted Lasso? Oh, look, we got people in outside putting signs. No, I'm just kidding. Guys, again, you want to encourage me? You know where I live for my friends out there here in Orlando. It'll be so cool if you put signs out there and you give a shout out. Okay, I'm gonna constantly say this until the day it happens by surprise. Okay, so I'm sorry. Why did the coach put the frog in the outfield? He's really good at catching flies. Oh, I just got an boo from the weatherman. All good. Okay. And I'm going to leave it right there. I do have another one. Weatherman, are you able to come to say this one? I think you say the best. Let's see if he'll be coming. Okay, here he is. Here he is. Are you ready?
Camera one, camera two.
The only camera I got.
Sorry.
You want to tell that joke?
That's terrible.
That was pretty good. I'm always surprised how good of what do you do? Like you do impressions. This guy, this weatherman needs an award for his acting skills. So thank you, weatherman. I know you're gonna let us know what the weather is here in Orlando, Florida. What's the weather in your neck of the woods? Where are you guys joining from? Is it cold? Are you snowed in? Which I'm sure pretty much of the country is pretty cold. I was on a call 2 days ago. This program I've invested in, and one of the coaches, she's in California, and she's been like so upset of how cold it is. She was born and raised in California, and she's just like, can we get the weather back, the California weather back? I'm not sure. We shall see. So let us know how's the weather in your neck of the woods. Yesterday we were talking about the struggles, and yes, this lovely, hilarious comedian teacher. Again, I'm sure his students love him. I'm gonna share tomorrow the song he had on yesterday. He was so excited for me to come home and for him to share that song. It's like this Irish. What would you call it, honey? Anthem song. Anyway, so he puts up a good character. So he was walking around playing music. I have a question for the administration of his school. You are very blessed to have him. He's getting attention, and kids are writing. I mean, maybe biased because I'm the wife, but if we all can look at the educators, because even this guy, who's saying he wants to be picked up, he's having fun. I'm sure the kids love him. He looks very lovable and fun guy right there. All right, so this whole week we're talking about the benefits of self-reflection, which again, I'm gonna take the time right now, put in a comment again, for you to check out. If you like to read, well, if you the best way you learn is that you take your time reading it yourself. Do you like to watch videos and then go think about it and then write about it? Let me know what kind of learner you are. All right. So why Superstars was not able to. Okay. So all of you got the link except for Why Superstars. At Facebook, shout out to Facebook. Anybody watching from Facebook? Where do you join? From YouTube, from Facebook, from the gram? I know in the gram I cannot see any comments. I don't even know how that works on the actual phone. I've never actually seen it. So anyway, got to figure that out. Oh, okay. I think someone's in Facebook. Okay, that's cool. All right. So we were talking about self-reflection, and yesterday Jimmy and I had a long conversation, and I do have the book in front of me. I am, let's see, this much left for the book review I want to do, but I do want to read this part because I know for a lot of people it's like a very interesting topic. So actually, I will actually rather jump in on that really quick until Jimmy gets in here, so we could talk about how gratitude can preserve our joy. So, which is today's theme. So stay put 1 second right there, because this is again, shout out to Grace and Anna. Actually, they're the ones who gifted me this book, and I like to move it. Okay, 90s music in the house. All right. So this book, Thomas Erickson takes the four types of human behavior. Shout out to Vanessa. It was so cool for her to go. She was gonna say personality. She goes, wait, no, behavior. So yes, shout out to Massage Mom in the house. Okay, so the four types of human behavior and how to effectively communicate. I do anything to have clear communication. If I don't feel like communicating, I'll be upset, angry, and anxious. Okay, in business and in life. So I'm gonna I don't have it up here, but he does have a video. But what I wanted to say is that he's taking a lot of the information from the DIS assessment. And I remember doing that assessment way back, I want to say 2007 or 2008. My roommate at that time, Victoria, we took the assessment and we were like, I think I was ID, she was DI, which is the same color, the yellow and the red. And we realized why we fight so much. Okay, oh, Mrs. Zito is here. Boom. Okay. There he is. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. How are you, sir?
So cool.
So
Glad you
cool.
finally admit it.
Hey, you're wearing my sunglasses that was gifted to me, but yeah, you could borrow it
Oh,
because
I thought you
I
said
ain't
I.
driving and I'm not leaving the house. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it because you know what? I know I've told you what color you are in the behavior assessment, but I
Uh,
want you to choose your own color. I'm
I'm,
so sorry for color labeling you.
I'm, I'm
My
pretty sure I'm white.
apologies. What was that?
Pretty sure I'm white.
Okay, you pretty sure you're white? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, he's white. He's white, ladies and gentlemen. White as can be. Okay, well, let's put this up so whoever is like joining in to see what on earth are we talking about. Okay, I'm gonna start with the red, and then I'm just gonna list some of the things in here. It's aggressive, ambitious, strong will, goal oriented, pushing, problem solver, pioneer, decisive, innovator, impatient, controlling, convincing, performance oriented, powerful, result oriented, initiator, speed, timekeeper, intense, opinionated. Let me stop you right there. Straightforward, independent. So that's the red. Shout out to all the red people if you feel like that's you. So according to this book, he's saying you could either pick like your dominant one, like the two colors, sometimes three if you're like, I'm not sure. But yeah, he's either saying you're this two, right? And then one more dominant than the other one. Okay. Let's go for the yellow. So Jimmy, you heard all the reds? You have some people in mind?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Here goes for the yellow. Talkative, enthusiastic, persuasive, creative, optimistic, social, spontaneous, expressive, charming, full of vitality, self centered, sensitive, adaptable, inspiring, needs attention, encouraging, communicative, flexible, open, sociable, imaginative, and easygoing. So, do you have some people in mind for the yellow?
Like you.
All right, here we go. Let's yeah, that's definitely my dominant. Let's go to green. Ready? Patient, relax, self-control, reliable, composed, loyal, modest, understanding, lengthy, stable, prudent, discreet. Definitely not me. Supportive, good listener, helpful, producer, persistent, reluctant, thoughtful, conceals feelings, considerate, and kind. Like one person like yells green at me. We all love her very dearly. Do you have a person also on green?
I'm not sure.
Oh, really? Okay. Shall we go to the last one, which is the blue? Here we go. Blue. Consciousness, oh gosh. Yeah, conscious. Systematic, automatic, just kidding, systematic, distant, correct, never wrong, conventional, seems insecure, objective, structure. Honey, are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Objective, structure, analytical, perfectionist, needs time, reflecting, methodical, seeks facts, quality oriented, oh, facts, scrutinize. How do you, can you pronounce the word scrutinizes?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Follows rules, logical, questioning, meticulous, reflecting, reserve. Do you have somebody in mind for the blue da da dee da dee da? Shout out to my 90s people.
I have a question about this.
Yes.
Is this
Yes.
so the colors are the same as the disc?
Yeah, yeah. So I believe the, let me see if I have the definition for it. Like, yeah, the red is the DISC, which stands for, let's pull it up in
So
here.
did
Mhm.
the book just take old like an old model and just like give a new spin to help people understand it?
Let's see. Well, let me read you the back really quick, and then just so I could, hopefully I'm doing a good job here. That's why I didn't want to do a book review, but let's read his, and then I'll tell you my thoughts on that. Is that fair?
Sure.
Okay. So, if you're looking at a book, you're looking at the title, good to look at the back, right? So, okay. With more than 2 million copies sold worldwide, surrounded by idiots, what a name. Shares a simple revolutionary method of understanding the people around you that will change how to interact with everyone from your coworkers to your spouse, Jimmy. Author Thomas Erickson explains that there are four key behavior types, shout out Vanessa, woo, that define how we interact with and perceive others. Understanding someone's pattern behavior, excuse me, is the key to successful communication. The so-called idiots in our lives are often simply people who have different behavior profile and style of communication. So red, dominant and commanding; yellow, social, optimistic; greens, laid back and friendly; blues, analytical and precise. Let's see if it even talks about the this in here. I don't think it does, but let's finish. Erickson explains how to identify and interact with each type of person and the simple four color system that allows you to speedily identify a friend or a coworker and adjust how you speak and share with them. So again, it's not about labeling them Patty. Stop calling your husband Blue. Surrounded by areas is full of practical information to set you for success in an area of your life. Okay, so he doesn't talk about the this, but I don't know if you can see it in here. This is Thomas Erickson. So he's all about, I will say then it's like how to apply that in relationships and communication. So he is taking from the DIS assessment. And I did have the website. Hopefully I could look for it. He has a video too, which gears more towards um like the whole relationship, uh both in business and in life. So hopefully I get to find it. You know what, can we put a sticker on that question, because we'll find out more. But what I do know is that he has used this assessment. He could have been part of it. If Listen, if you're listening to this and you know that answer, drop it in the comments, but I'll be looking for that. So I think he focused more on the relationship and communication from this assessment to answer the best of my ability answering that question today.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know, because if he is relying heavily on the DISC model, it is a very much more simpler way of understanding it. I remember first encountering the whole DISC model thing, and like, I don't know, it just seemed to make life more complicated. Like I have to know everyone's letters now. I can't even remember everyone's name.
What's going on, SC? I don't know, DI.
Yeah, like who cares that much to know everyone's like letters and like dive down that deep? Like,
yeah, you know what? Okay, I'm in towards the last chapter, and let me see if I could get it. But you know what's really cool? Okay, because this I just read maybe like a few pages before. Let me see if you could see it. I'm gonna zoom in. I thought this was so much cooler that the colors came from the four elements. Can you see it? Well, actually, please don't try to look at it. There we go. I think people can see it now. Okay, so I lost my place. I just dropped Sean on my bookmarker. Oh well. Okay, it's okay to reread certain sentences. Okay, so guess what element is blue?
water.
Yeah. Red.
Fire.
Ash. Green.
Plants.
Yeah, earth. And yellow. What do you really want to say, fool?
PP.
No. Air. Four elements, right? Water, fire, earth, and air. So I thought it was much cooler. I'm probably gonna do the video I'm gonna do because this really stood out for me. Because remember I was saying yesterday I don't like the whole labeling, and kind of like you said, I don't want to remember people's letter. You know, it's so true. But when you see like just like kind of like the strength finder, that's an assessment I've been advocating for that for the past 7 years since I joined B School with Marie Forleo. So it's more about like like under all the layers, involvement, learning, understanding, all that, it's like kind of like that core, and also allows us to see and embrace, I will say, each other's differences, because like water and fire, uh that's pretty cool, because I know personally when I, fire up in anger, or I want to be a lot more controlling and demanding, the behavior does help me a lot, right? It's kind of like that water on top of a fire pit when we want to get rid of the your fire pit. So I thought like the whole comparison with the four elements was pretty cool. Well, it seems that we lost Jay-Z, the weatherman, but it's all good. So I'm glad we got to share that. Drop it in the comments, please. Which color, and if you want, I'll find like a better chart, and I'll link it in here, or even better yet, I'll link his website so you go and look at it. And if you want to pick it up, I could. I'm pretty sure his website has ways for you to get it. Hey, you're back, Zito. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Oh, okay. So it's just reception. I think you lose reception by the hospital. Are you passing by it? Hmm. I cannot hear you. Oh, and I believe you froze. Okay. I think so, because I lose some reception if I'm listening to a podcast and I'm dropping him off. Every time I pass by that hospital, like it does some little hiccups. Anyway, guys, let's get back to today's theme. Oh, there he is. Okay, I can see you. Can you say something? Oh, I believe I muted you. I'm sorry, honey.
It's okay.
Oh, so much better. So, anyway, we're transitioning today's topic, but anything else you want to add about the disc before we go there?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of great tools out there that use like the disc model and
Mhm.
try and make it like more accessible. Like there's 16 personalities.
Hmm.
There's and that's the one I just did with some of my middle school kids, and
Oh,
it was I spent like the first week after the break. We just did like personality tests, like goals and dreams,
okay.
and some of them really like stepped into it. Some of them it was kind of like they weren't going to be doing anything anyway, so might as well try and do something fun. But you
Yep.
could really see like many of them like light up like when they were
Hmm.
reading these personalities, and it really sounded like them. I had like one or two that was like, this test did not get me at all,
Oh, that's a blue right there.
like this is like not even like maybe a little bit, maybe on some days, but no, this test doesn't understand me. No one understands me.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. So wait, hold on one second, just to clarify. And this was called a personality or a behavior test?
It's called 16 personalities, but it has like all the letters underneath it, but it gives you names like protagonist, architect,
Oh
defender,
yeah, 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 yeah.
entrepreneur, like
Oh,
there's
that
all
could
the
be discouraging, right? Let's say you want to be an entrepreneur, you don't get that. Oh man, I can see
maybe
why it will be discouraging to some. Oh wow.
most of them loved it. Like,
Yeah.
and a lot of there's one called entertainer. A lot of them got entertainer, you know.
How long was
Especially
the assessment?
it took maybe it was I think 50 or 60 questions, and it's just like they give you a statement and it's like which one do you feel more strongly about.
Yeah.
And
What
I
about answering with what you wish you could versus how you actually respond? You think some of that got in the way?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I know I took it when we began our like investing journey, when we really started getting into like
You
learning about
did
investing.
this assessment?
Yeah, because it was
Oh,
recommended by
oh, bigger
either one of the
pocket.
podcasts I follow. I think it might have been Robert Kiyosaki stuff.
Oh,
It might
mhm.
it might have even been part of the coaching program. that we did with them for a little bit.
Oh my gosh, very expensive. But I walked away with Roxanne and water, baby. That was a $2,000 advice.
Worth the price of admission, right?
Totally part of my product now. So thank you. $2,000 advice. Yeah.
The coaching was great. I would do it again. Like, if we were in a place where we really wanted to, supercharge what we were doing.
She was so caring, right? She was so sweet.
Yeah. I think I forget her name, but she was good.
Karen?
Yeah, she got me. She got to reinforce what you were saying about, okay, stop thinking and take some action. Buy the freaking property.
Wait, we took this before or as we were?
We took it as we were looking around at different like places and communities.
Oh, wow.
Like we went to Indianapolis. Like we were thinking about partnering with different organizations, and then we eventually settled on Pennsylvania.
Wow. I remember us, having this coaching. I didn't know it was during that process because that was such a strong year for us, because I remember the frames I had in the basement with a calendar and the whole process. And then I believe that was also right before we went to Russia, where we took mom and dad. So it was like, wow. Yeah, guys, you gotta, if you have the opportunity to get one-on-one coaching, it's accountability to a different level. So all the rets out there, if you're thinking about hiring that coach, hire him or her today. Take action for sure. That's so interesting, honey. Okay. So you took it from there, and then now you applied it to the kids. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I took it basically maybe 5 years apart, like when we started.
Okay.
That, and I took it again because I forgot how. I just want to make sure that it was simple for the kids to do it, and it was a good fit. Fair. And I got the same result. So and I wasn't trying to. I was just trying to I was pretty sure I was going to get something totally different because I'm such a different person than I was
okay.
Many years ago, whatever.
You retested it yourself. That's cool.
And it was like I got the same result. So I'm pretty sure it was the exact same result. But it's cool that these people are taking this very scientific and nerdy model that's it's got great power and tools, but it's like most people don't have enough letters after their name to get the full amount of information that's in there, and they're breaking it down and making it simple. Like 16 personalities, I really like that one.
You said 16, not 60.
No, 16, 16.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, that's a lot. Okay, 16 makes sense.
Yeah,
okay.
16 personalities. So I guess it's 4 for each color or whatever. If what I'm thinking is the same, that they're basically taking the power of something like the disc, and then they're creating a model around it to make it easier. Because this one looks like it's supposed to be very self-diagnosable, so they're kind of making it very good and simple and user friendly.
Yeah. Send it to me. I'll love to take it. And because I actually had shut it down, this whole behavioral assessments, when I discovered the strength finder and the human design, because that made much more sense and not limiting people. But this was a gift. And I'm so glad to be reminded about responses. So I'm gonna go look for this assessment. I'm gonna reach out to Victoria. She loves all this, and she's into another assessment. I forget. Do you remember which one's the one that she's really into?
Yeah, it's called the Enneagram.
Exactly. So there's so many. We keep evolving. So far, my number one absolute favorite right now is the human design, because there's no tests. And you're like, what the heck? So it may be absolutely very woo woo to some people, but so far it's
Yeah,
my favorite.
it's
I mean,
it's a little too
Jimmy,
woo for me.
and it's like Jimmy thought he used to call me bruja people. That's a witch with my essential oils. And then one day after exactly UPW, we went to Unleash the Power Within with Tony Robbins, and this guy became a believer. So
Uh,
in that,
well,
what?
no, I'm not like so woohoo that like the human design is a little bit like much for me.
Yeah, no, but let's go back to the essential oils. Did you not become a believer right after that?
Well, that's because from UPW, probably from walking around barefoot in the streets of Newark, I somehow, a day and a
Caught
half
some
later,
viruses.
I was laying on my deathbed, like thinking this is it, like
Yeah.
unleash the power within, unlike more like unleash the sickness within.
Hey guys, I
All,
know Tony. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. What was that? The last thing you said?
all those people coming from all around the world, and then like like, hey, let's just walk barefoot through Newark. What could go
Ew,
wrong?
pata tags.
And we're gonna have people like walk barefoot across hot coals and get probably like cuts and bruises on their feet, and then we're gonna walk back through the streets of Newark. What could go wrong? So anyway, I got really sick, and then you you started doing your brujaness. I'm gonna still get
I
canceled
just made him a tea with thieves. That's all.
with thieves, and then she like popped in a video about like the story of thieves, and like and I felt better. I felt like it helped, and so I'm not saying like something like essential oils is an actual like thing, but something like
Mhm.
human design.
Yeah.
It's like what's your birthday? What time were you born? What? Like I don't understand how that has anything to do with anything.
Analytical structure. Where is it? Questioning. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I love it. I know for sure it's a lot of fun to. Well, actually, you're my blind spot, right? Because I'm like I gullible, trust people, and you're like, wait, no, let me sleep on it. And usually after 1 day and a half, not 2 days, not 1 day, 1 day and a half, this guy right here has an answer. Because and you told me how to like sleep on things. I mean, I'm still way much more comfortable in risk taking, um and it's good, but it's good to have that balance. You're right, like that water sprinkling a little bit of that fire before you jump the boat. So this program I just joined, one of the things I love is like they were like so big on having your spouse before we say yes. So I love that so very much so. So anyway, I hope you guys are embracing the colors with your spouse or business partner, friends. Check it out. Again, I'm glad that this came back in my life to, give the bigger picture and embrace and continue to embrace all the innovative tools that are out there, really, to help us be better humans. So shout out to Dr. Erickson in the house. Thank you so much. Wherever you are in the globe. All right, let's oh my gosh, we're already into 33 minutes. The theme was appreciation. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and also drop it in the comments here. For myself, with the gratitude, I wanted to actually go and look with you for this information. So maybe we'll go into right where I wanted to share with you guys, and hopefully you could see it. You could go ahead and read the rest of the blog. But what I wanted to, the challenge for today, or the invitation I have for you today, same as yesterday, same as Monday, and this habit of self-reflection. Because to me, the biggest takeaway on self reflection is that if we're down, busy, 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 we could absolutely be at the wrong seat of the bus, like meaning like in a position in a company where it doesn't really belong to you, right? Or it's not fitting, and you just like, well, why are things not working, right? Or you could just constantly be in this never ending self improvement, and you're like never stopping. So for me, the habit of self reflection, it's to reassess, to take two steps back. Okay, hold on a second. Is this working? Am I working? Are there some things I need to let go, or what do I need to do more? So, with that in mind, and hopefully that for those, I know yesterday Jimmy proposed a really good question, and I'm not sure if I fully had answered, but hopefully I'm answering that today with why, in my opinion, self reflection. It's a good thing because we could go our lives in that in the wrong seat of the bus with the wrong ladder, wrong career, and when we could have just stop, hammer time. Okay, and reassess. So the word is reassess. Okay, so with gratitude, and I'll end it right here. This is a challenge start today. I'm gonna say this: for the love of God, do not start with "I'm grateful for." Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and read it. And please stay away from "I'm grateful for" as your beginning point. Start with "Today I notice," or "I'm learning that blank." If you're anything like me, when you're upset and angry when someone asks, "What are you grateful for?" you get even more mad. And the response can be nada, nothing. So use words that encourage curiosity, such as notice and learning. So I'm going to go back here to our slide for the challenge. What do I hear? Oh, Home Poppy's she's so cute. She's playing with his little toy. Okay. So I have it right here in the slides. I'm going to go ahead and share it with you guys. Okay, you guys ready? So again, the challenge for today is today I noticed that my husband is whatever. Or I noticed that my daughter, I noticed that my son, um, in the midst, and especially if you want to even go further and you're really mad at somebody or you're having some kind of conflict, choose that relationship and say, today I noticed that, find something. That's the challenge. Find something. Or today I'm learning that, it's not so bad to be so different. You fill in the blank and actually be even more specific about that. That's why I left a long line for like a nice little phrase. It doesn't have to be like, I'm grateful. Well, I will not share what I tell Jimmy when he asks me that sometimes, but go beyond one word. Look at his face. Give a sentence. So, Jimmy, today I'm learning that part of your analytical nature embraces and reminds me of your brilliance, of that high IQ you got in that brain. Right, so let's see that brain right here. Yes, baby. Yes. Woo! So go ahead and tell, pick which one. Now, if you want to like tag me on Instagram, drop it in the comments. That will make me the happiest person. If you love today's show, please again give it a like, share it with people, share this conversation. It is a new morning show where we're not gossiping. Oh, wait, not. Where we're staying away from gossip and dumbness, and we're talking about real things. Jimmy Z, you got any notice or anything that you're learning, or would you like to get back to me at the end of the day with that?
I'm learning I need to take times to rest as well as to more strategically strive to meet my goals.
Okay. So cool. I love that you chose you. Guys, you could choose you too, man. I mean, that is what matters the most.
Choose you.
Today I want to thank me. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. Well, that's a really good one. That's actually most likely the hardest for all of us, right? To turn that mirror, right? So either do that, bring it to yourself, or if you want to like challenge that, notice something about someone you're currently having a challenge with. So, and if you read the blog, I share in my blog how this practice of gratitude completely transformed our marriage, to because I wanted Jimmy to come and launch the business with me, like at the same time, do everything exactly like me, and was impatient, controlling, demanding, going crazy. And I really do appreciate the timing when he did join. Currently, right now, we're not. He's teaching obviously at a school, and it's so much better because of this practice of, because you, besides knowing, being self-aware by yourself, you get to really honestly give that space and respect of others, because the more you respect yourself, you are gonna be more, you're gonna embrace respecting someone else who's completely different than you, and stop calling other people idiots, right? You get to embrace their color or their whatever you behavior, whatever you want to say. So guys, thank you for joining. We're gonna head out of here. Wow, another 41 minutes, but I think this conversation was super cool. Jimmy, thank you so much for joining. It looks like you're almost at the school.
Yep,
um
at the park.
yeah, I see it. All right, guys, we will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Join us in the morning. Tell your mama, tell your llama friends. Oh, llamas are from South America. Hey, not North America. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Bye, honey. Have a great day.
I took a stroll downtown this evening when I heard music echo through the night.